Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check nickel, shoot.
Operating from the gun, Correa. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Ready?
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
So don't say nothing.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Lions' 46-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Check three. Quick that. Hey, Alpha. Come.
2nd and 2. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Got it. Where's the mic? Squeeze. Oh, here we go. Oh. Look at me. Zipper. Ready?
First down. Here's the run with Cook. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
31. Check 31.
On 2nd down now. It's Cook. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Okay, ready? Hard. No.
Off the play fake. Correa. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold him to 3. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Baby. Let's go!
At their own 26-yard line.
Come on, set. 8, 3. 22 jet bomber. Get in the weight room. Snap. Check that.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I find right away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to put a screen soon.
On second down, rushing. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Set up. 30 base.
52 right here. 52. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Let's get that ball.
Greystone travel.
Get that ball.
Get it.
Clark on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There's a hush indeed. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
47-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Now. Motion, go.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Let's go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Exit. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Yo, cheetah.
Now a run with Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard
That's where
line.
you belong.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 37. Check 36.
6'6", bullet high.
Watch twist.
Shoot.
On 2nd down now. Hutton.
Slide to the ball. Run.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Ready.
The clock running here. Under a minute to go now in the 1st quarter of a 3-0 game.
Under 10. Jack.
Big grip.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd down.
Nice hit, boy.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Let's go.
Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Ready.
50, Mike. 50. You got nothing today.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Big side.
That's 50. Plant.
40, Mike. 40. Hey.
80 weapon. Hey. Ready.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Watch twist. Watch.
On 2nd down, Hutton, and he'll get in. and touchdown, Minnesota.
Yeah, good job, O.
A great play there.
That's the way you make
His
it spin,
sixth
baby.
touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taken from just outside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Go. Wrap it. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Correa into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up the first down and change our momentum?
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Looking to throw. Clark. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Ryan Poole that time there to get a hand on it. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down. Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
He's crashing. He's checking crack.
Ready.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Hey, Mike 40. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense.
They'll run on first down. Hutton, and forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Let's get it. 40's Mike. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Check 13. Sponge. No.
2nd and 14. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Back to throw. Correa. And that is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Lions will take over. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. On first down, Clark nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And this will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, let's get in them holes.
Let's go. Run.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
Coming to you.
Go.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Incomplete on the deep ball.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Let's go, baby. Hey, check 24.
Pilot, 64, weak. Ready.
From the gun, McHugh. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Incomplete on the deep ball.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's taken to the 26. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He's got Smith here. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, try to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Check tight end, check tight. Check tight.
Now a give, right side. Rushing. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Open man is Galladay, complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one may be his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
Travel. There's a loss. We taking wins. Yes, yes.
They start the drive with Cook.
Here we go, D. All day, defense.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
10-2 stop. Here we go. Here we go. 5.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Correa. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Let's go, baby. Let's
17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
All the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
Set. 18, Gator.
Double tight, double tight. Hey, we got it.
On 1st down, Hutton. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out and tell him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
This quarterback now just 3 of 6 throwing it, but that last completion gets a 1st down. Looking to throw. McHugh. And his crew will take over at 40-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
49, check 49.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that run.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Watch the edge. Kill.
Go on.
Kill.
Off play action. Correa. He finds Beckham complete. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Nice catch right there. It brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Tight down. There you go.
On first down, it's Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Pick it up.
Now a give, right side. Hutton, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Hutton, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. This will be taken short, and he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Ford Field, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Go! Bang, 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 bang! Bang, big rip.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been a man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long.
Come on, baby.
Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we
enjoy.
share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, The performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one for what we've seen this season.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's third down.
Watch the out.
8 yards to go.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Watch the screen.
Yeah.
Back to throw. Correa. It's caught. Beckham. 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Odell Beckham hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter.
At their own 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Get it.
Looking to throw. McHugh, that's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Throwing on first down. McHugh, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Lions on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. McHugh. And that will be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, McHugh. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Break.
50. Mike's 50. Switch up, switch up. Check.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
That's trash. Shit.
Now. Hurry.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Go, Jackrabbit. Ready?
On second down now, Hutton. And he's got some space here. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 39 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Bullet good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
Lions, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Let's go.
First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. McHugh. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for their final drive in a one-sided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, McHugh. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
Let's go. 8, 3, 34. Let's go.
On 1st and 10. McHugh, open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Alert 3.
2nd and 6. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First down, McHugh. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Forced to the ground and incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Keep it up. Keep it up. 36.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Vikings, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Detroit, things get even uglier now as they fall to 2-13. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.